All right, what's going on YouTube? I'm back with another video, and today we're going to be looking at chapter 261 for Jujutsu Kaisen. That to me more on Twitter. I know I'm hella late to this, honestly. I know I'm late. But I've been busy, I've been busy with work. That's really it, just with work. But yeah, I'm getting this video out, so hope y'all enjoy. Before the video officially starts, please consider liking and subscribing. I want to hit 800 subs by the end of summer. I really appreciate that. Yeah, let's get right into it. The chapter begins with Yuji deciding that he will crush Sukuna's heart. As soon as Sukuna chants domain expansion, he sees Gojo standing and is in disbelief. Sukuna wonders if it's really him, but pushes away that thought as he says it's impossible. But Sukuna suddenly realizes who it truly is. As he punches Yuji away, moving forward says, "I apologize for underestimating you. I didn't know you were capable of going that far, Yuta Okotu," which confirms this is Yuta and Gojo's body using Kenjaku's curse technique. We dig in a flashback. Yuta decides to have Riko devour Kenjaku and copy his curse technique, which will allow Yuta to change bodies. Maki objects to this plan, but Hikari says he has a condition. They're going to use this plan when everyone's wiped out and they don't have any options. Kusakabe then says, "Can we just copy the Limitless from Gojo's body?" Shoko says you can't because you can't use the Limitless without the 6 eyes. Kusakabe then says, "Can we just copy the 6 eyes?" Shoko then responds that can't because the 6 eyes are part of his physical body and it's not his curse technique that you can copy. Maki asks Yuta, since he can only use his copy curse technique for only 5 minutes, what will happen later? Yuta says he doesn't know. Amy explains the pros and cons of Yuta copying Kenjaku's curse technique. There's a possibility that after switching the bodies, Yuta might lose his curse technique and will have to live in Gojo's body forever. Yuta says that this would be a last resort, that he will try to fight Sukuna with his own domain. If he can't win, he'll accept Gojo's body. Kusakabe says it's a good plan, but it's not humane. Yuta says, "What do you mean humane? We're about to fight the history's strongest Jujutsu sorcerer. If we can't win by just throwing away our humanity, we shouldn't be arguing about this." Yuta brings up a good point. He says, "What about Gojo Sensei? Is he not important? Haven't we been pushing all of the burden of becoming a monster onto Gojo Sensei alone? If Gojo Sensei is gone, then who will be the next monster? If no one intends to become one, then I will." Scenes switch and Yuta is telling Gojo that he will take his body if he dies. Gojo says he's fine with that. He says that he has no intention of losing and doesn't care what happens to his dead body. Gojo says Yuta might have been born under better circumstances than him. So Gojo says if Yuta can't utilize that advantage, he's totally lame. Gojo then says, "Let's start off with that sloppy curse energy. I've always told you to be careful about that." Gojo then asks his students to go away because he doesn't want them to see a bloody side, especially since he doesn't know what he's about to do is right. He then says, "If I lose to Sukuna and all the old geezers in the room are gone, Bakuganji Gramps will stand on top of Jujutsu headquarters. If that happens, there won't be any more chaos like post-Shibuya incident." Gojo once again tells his students to go back, but they refuse him. Yuta tells Gojo to not try to become a monster all by himself again. Gojo says that's something I can't do. At that moment, I was left behind. I had to catch up to him, and he's referring to Geto. The scene switches to Amai, who is Yuji's friend, explaining his curse technique. He can amplify the sugar within himself and output it in some kind of way. Shoko puts Amai in the medical team with Nita as support by having him supply their brains some sugar using his curse technique. The scene switches again, and Yuta is cut in half due to Sukuna's slash and has been rushed to the medical ward. Beta has used his curse technique to avoid Yuta's wounds from getting worse, so it might be too late. Yuta says he's conscious thanks to Rika, but he's starting to reach his limit. Shoko tells Rika that she has already stitched up Gojo's corpse, and once Yuta switches, he'll activate his RCT at max capacity and complete the body. Back to the present, Sukuna and Yuta in Gojo's body both open their domains. The narrative says that Gojo has already shown the solution to Sukuna's open barrier domain. The chapter ends with Sukuna using Eleven Shine and Yuta using Gojo's Unlimited Void. So, I want to talk about, can Gojo come back? One of the main reasons why I think he can is because of the soul connected to the body. You know that Kenjaku, when he was in Geto's body, Geto was able to choke Kenjaku for a second, kind of stop him. Only for a second though, till Kenjaku took control back. But as we know, if you have a strong soul and you are like really strong, you can do a lot of things. Hazakuna is able to still be alive this whole time because his soul is way stronger than Megami's, and Megami can't really take control because Megami kind of lost motivation for that. And the soul has been mentioned throughout the whole series, and we haven't seen stuff really with the soul that much. So that's why I kind of believe that the soul could kind of tie back in here. I'm not sure. People might call me delusional, but I believe that. It's like a slight belief, like probably a 10% chance of that happening, but if it happens, that's cool. If it doesn't, cool. Alright, so if you guys did enjoy, please consider liking and subscribing. It's free. I'm trying to get to 800 subs by the end of summer. I'll really appreciate it. But yeah, see you on the next one.